Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that when we do this redistricting, as we're required to do by our Constitution every 10 years, it's always going to be emotional. There are always going to be people that feel like something wasn't fair or whatever. And I've been through more of these than my time and years that I should have. And the reason for that was when I got elected in 1994, the redistricting plan that it was after the 1990 census had been thrown out by a gentleman who filed a lawsuit who's on this floor. I didn't like him too much at that time because I kind of liked my old district. But I was a freshman and I was in the majority party. I was a Democrat then. And I can tell you that because I was a freshman, I really had no input on my plan because I wasn't someone that had been here a while. I wasn't a committee chairman. I wasn't a favorite person of leadership necessarily, maybe. And my district changed a lot. Matter of fact, the county that helped win me the election, they took that one away from me, and they put another county back together, and I got an opponent from an area that wasn't even in my old district. And that was the closest race that I had, and it really was a struggle, and I didn't really like it. But then 10 years later, we had to do it again. And I can tell you, I probably had a little more influence then, but I can tell you, I remember sitting in the room with some staffers in the majority party at that time, and then 10 years later, they did the same thing. And I might have had a little more influence, but I can tell you, in none of those instances did I hear anyone ask what the opinion of the League of Women Voters was. I didn't hear anyone ask and have public hearings. I didn't hear anyone talk about public input. It was all done behind closed doors. And I can tell you another thing. In the one after the 2010 census, the staffers that were working on those were really kind of laughing about the way they were splitting precincts. Matter of fact, I think they may have split several hundred precincts. And most of that was done for gerrymandering and partisan reasons, and because I was there, I remember. And so I can tell you that, I don't know, one of the minority members said something to me the other day that, you didn't fare much better than we are, because I'm one of the incumbents that was going to have to run against a friend, another incumbent. And I don't really like that, but I accept it, and I accept it because I really do believe that what caused that to happen was the fact that we were following the law, that we were putting counties back together, and we were splitting as few counties as we could. And I can accept a redistricting that hurts me a little bit when I know we're doing it the right way, we're doing it for the right reasons, we're following the law. And, I can tell you in those other instances, some of my constituents didn't like it. Some of the counties didn't like it because they were split up. And, Davis County at that time had 5 people representing them. They probably do about that many today. Some of those people didn't like that. They didn't like our redistricting plan. So that's always going to that's always going to happen. I don't like the fact that I'm giving up one county that I represented for 28 years. They're no longer going to be in my district. But that county deserves to be put back together and to have their own representative. So I can tell you, folks, it is an emotional issue. It always has been. It always will be. But I can tell you that this is, in my 28 years here, this is the fairest plan that I have seen. This is the plan that tries to follow the law. And no matter who feels like they didn't have input or whatever, this plan does that, and I'm going to vote for it, even though personally it probably does affect me and it's negative as much as it does anyone else in this chamber. But I just wanted to say that because I've been here, and many of you haven't been through redistricting before, but those kind of things always happen. And but this one is the fairest one. Thank you.